Hello and welcome back to Sprite Guard Plays HyperRogue. We are on our way to a princess quest, but in the meantime, while I was resting, someone suggested that I turn up the color on my graphics card, and I don't know if OBS will actually bring that through, but everything is very vivid in a way that I have never seen before. I kind of messed around with the color and brightness settings, and I may have some trouble actually identifying orbs now. Like, the orb of shielding is almost unrecognizable. It looks almost more like an orb of the storm, which makes me wonder. I don't think it's a good time to try and raid the jungle, but it makes me wonder if the orb of the storm is going to look really significantly different. So mostly what I'm noticing is that colors are much more vibrant and much more distinct, and so hopefully things will kind of continue in that vein. But let us get into the palace and see if we can find probably need to find a vizier first and then a mouse. And as I said, I'm not sure if we missed out on the one mouse, if that is it. Oh, I saw a radar blip over here. Yep, there's a mouse. So we need to find a way into one of these chambers. And that's going to require probably making our way around here. So that's a room right below me that has a red plate and no green plate. So I want to make sure that I fight off any enemies before I go in there. It's pretty dangerous to go in. And it looks like these guys are going to give me a bit of trouble. Oh dear, time to run. Okay. So, I think everything's going to be fine. I think that I can line these guys up well enough. I can push that guy into a pit. And then I can fight these two guys off. Okay, let's see if we can get back to where we were. I may have gotten... Okay, I see a mouse. Got a little disoriented, but I see a mouse. And now we're going to cut through this area. Oh, we gotta run. Okay, the vizier opened up a gate for us, so we may actually still be able to get back there. But I am not inclined to go in that room until I have fought these guys off. There we go. Dogs are easy. Push that guy into a pit. And let's see if we can get back to where we were. I've totally gotten disoriented, but we want to cut through there very quickly. And then probably head towards that. Ah, there's a mouse. Avoid those red plates. Those would be trouble. And now we have to fight another vizier. We're getting so many of them. I have not ever had that many in a row like that. It's a bit surprising. But we have a mouse that we are now following. Let's see where it wants to go. It looks like it's idling over here, like it wants us to open this door. Let's see if it goes through the door, and we have to fight someone off with quite a few hit points. Let's see. Are you going through there? Yes, you are. Okay. We can open those up, but looks like the mouse wants me to go through the one door that I did not open, so we can cut around here and open that up, and that should, yes, the mouse will send us in this direction. I don't know how the pathfinding for the mice actually works. We can shut that guy inside there. And as long as, I've noticed that the hostiles, as long as they don't have a path to you, they will not move. And so they're not actually smart enough to open the doors to get to you. Which sometimes is actually a bad thing. If we get trapped in a room, then it would be really nice if the palace guards could... Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, well, we can open up... Let's see, that will open up both of those. So we should be able to recover. Oh, the palace guard killed the mouse. So we no longer have we no longer have a guide and don't know where we're going. And so we may actually... Oh, I saw a blip over this way. There we go. There's another mouse. Once again, it's behind some doors, but... Oh, here's one. So we will just follow this one. See where it takes us. Looks like it wants us to open a door again. Let's see, where are you headed? This one's headed over this way. But the other one seems to want to go in the other direction. And another guard. I need to be much more careful about guards. I'm getting surprised by them, which is never a good thing. Let's see. There's no point in slamming the door in this guy's face because it will close the doors that we need to get through as well. Orb of a Frog looks much better than it did before I adjusted my color settings. And I have no idea whether or not this is actually going to come through. If it does come through, I would really like to know what you think of it. If you think it's better, if you think it's too saturated. I'm really liking it, mostly just because I can, like, tell things apart better, and everything looks just much more colorful. I have mentioned on this channel before, I am colorblind, and that has made a lot of things difficult in this game. So I will be interested to see, to visit the jungle, to try and see, because that's one of the areas that I had the greatest difficulty. Very kind of that guard to shut just the door that we didn't want to go through. The mouse squeaks sadly. Now, before the mouse had been squeaking excitedly. So I'm not sure why it does, why the message changed. Knock you into a hole. Follow the mouse. Oh, we have a guard coming up. So yeah, I am getting caught by surprise, and that's really not good. I really need to pay more attention. So that's something I'm going to try and redouble my efforts. I was kind of distracted by the mouse squeaking sadly, and I wanted to catch up with the other mouse to see if it would also squeak sadly. And I wonder if that's trying to signal something to us. That one squeaks with hope. So I don't know if that's the same one. I don't know if that means we're getting closer. I think it may be, because I think the last time that I checked the mouse message, I was actually looking, I was already very nearly to the prince, and so it was squeaking excitedly. And so, let's see, are you trying to say that I should go through a door? Which door do you want me to go through? This one? Good. Okay. That is fine. We are doing fine. We can go through this door without any worry. And open that up. Looks like you want to go that way. Uh-oh, here comes a guard. Please don't slam the gate on my mice friends. Okay, fought him off. And I believe this worked to open the gate that we need to go through. No. Looks like they may not actually... Let's see where they're going. Ah, they want to go this way. Okay. And that will open that up, and so now we can go in any direction we like. Though we'll have some guards to fight along the way. So which way are you going? Okay, over here. Alright. That is a perfectly fine direction for us to go in. Okay, need to avoid these guards stepping on a panel. Fight that guy off. And, that closed some doors on us, and I am not sure that I will be able to open them. And so, this is frustrating, but we can deal with it. We know how to, fight these guys, and there's a lot of them, and they're triggering a lot of pressure plates, and it's frustrating, But we can trigger that one, open that door, see if we are... Looks like we're going this way for quite a while. So that is probably not going to be a problem. Okay, so now they're looking a little bit anxious, like there's a door, maybe that one? And more combat. Still more combat. Quite a lot of combat. With quite a lot of guards. Need to watch my angles. Let's see, that doesn't work. There we go, there's the one that will line them up. But getting these guys lined up is not nearly as effective. It's useful, but it's not the sort of instant win that it is with most of the monsters in the game. So, okay, mice, I can pay attention to you again. Where are we going? Over this way, okay. So, looks like we probably want to open up some more doors. And I will... Oh, is it the one door that I didn't open? Really, these mice. I don't know what to do with them sometimes. I tried to actually knock him into the pillar, and he ended up bouncing away. I wonder if they will always... If there's one of the two is blocked, if they'll always go to the free one. Okay, mice, where are you trying to get me to go? Over this way? Seems like... Yes. And around here? Good, but we have some more combat to deal with. So please forgive me as I just deal with that for a moment, and he'll fall into a pit. So, let's see, will this one open the one that we actually want to go through? It seems not. It seems like they want to go through that one. Well, no, this one's going off over here. So maybe... no, now it's heading back that way. It's not going at all where I want it to go. So, we may need to find a different way around this. I think we came from over here and they were kind of hinting off in this direction. Yeah, we can't open that door, but I saw this one over here, I believe, that we could open. And I want to see if that will... It looks like they are interested in going this direction. And I think we got to the other side of the wall that way, but I'm not really sure. It's very hard to orient yourself in this game, and so I'm not really that confident about where we are in relation to where we were. And a lot of this is just going to kind of be having hope, having faith that these mice will lead us where we're going. I mean, they are programmed to, but I guess having faith that we'll be able to get there. It has seemed almost impossible the couple of times that I have gotten to the prince. It has looked impossible, but other challenges in this game have looked impossible and we have overcome them. Be very careful not to step on those. And we'll just have to be careful not to knock this guy. Actually, we can... Oh, no, I misclicked. Oh well. Fought him off the old-fashioned way. Please don't close that door. He closed the door. I think we're okay. He slammed it on... no, I have to step back now, but we can open it there. And then we can combo you into the wall like this. And now it looks like we're heading over this way, so that is... Looks like we're making some pretty good progress. And I believe... yes, they're excited now, so we're getting close. So I remember Zeno saying, I think on the blog, that it wasn't guaranteed to be possible, that this mission could be impossible, but that he thought that the odds of it being possible were very high, because of the way the world generates. So it looks like we're trying to get through one of these doors. seems like that's the direction that they are pointing me in, so probably going to need to kind of go along this wall a bit. Let's see, I don't think that will actually work, but we can try it. Oh, it did work, okay. So let's see if that is going in the direction that they want to go. And it looks like it is... kind of? It's hard to tell. It looks like, yeah, they want to go over that way. And over this way. And I am so lost, but I just have to follow their lead. Oh, I opened up, I let a guard in. But that shouldn't be too hard to deal with. There we go. One at a time, they're not dangerous at all. Okay, they're going over this way. More mice. Ah! Here is our prince, who has 4 hit points. And so now we need to get into the prince's prison. And so it has 7 sides. And it is, I believe, it only has 1 entrance. And so now we have to really do some heavy-duty exploring in order to find our way to the door of the prince's prison that will open. And we can really end up getting cut off. It's very difficult to find a path that leads to, like, just from where I'm standing to the other side of the gate that I'm standing next to. I'm looking for a path, and it looks like it's going to be very difficult. Once we're on the other side of this wall that I'm kind of following along with my sword hand, once we're on the other side of that, we'll be good. But it's not really clear that we can get to the other side of it. That should get us in the right direction, and then we probably will need some help from these mice to find our way back. Let's see, where do you want to go? That way? And this should open up some options to us. Where are they going now? Over that way. Okay. Oh, we will fight this guy off. And head over this way. And I believe I see the prince over here. Yeah, no? Yes, prince. Okay. So we have actually made it to the other side of the wall. So we have found our way to the next door. We can see if this is the one with the entrance. And it looks like it is not. But now, kind of the bigger thing for us to check is whether the next one around we can get in. And it looks like not. So that's going to be the third one, but I think we have to get to it. Let me just take a moment to look at a heptagon and think about, let's see, if we've looked at 1 and 2 and we can see a third, there's still 4 left for us to check. And so it's not clear whether... Like here, it's looking again like it's going to be very difficult to get even to side number 3. And so... oh dear. Lots of guards all at once. So I'm wondering if there's something like an orb of ether, but how would we get an orb of ether this far? What would we do with it? I mean, it would be great if we could just pick one up right now. But... and I don't believe Orb of the Frog lets you go over gates. So I think the thing that we need to do now is go along this wall and try and find our way to the other side of it. And we're going to have some pretty dangerous situations along the way where we have guards that might step on a red plate. And that could really cause us problems. Now I have lost track of which way we're going. And it looks like the mice just want to go back that way. Let's see. Now where are they going? No, they really just want to go back. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't look like that will open anything useful. And I'm not seeing a route to any pads that will open the doors that I want to go through. And now, of course, we have another pretty serious fight on our hands. And these guys have a lot of hit points. This may actually be the end. I'm looking at the situation that I'm in, and it looks like I'm not actually going to be able to escape here. I'm kind of scanning the surroundings, and what I'm seeing is I'm going to be pushed by these 3 guys, and they are going to push me up against this wall, and I have no way of opening the wall, and I have no way of escaping. Yep, that's game over. So this is, despite my assurance that this was the easiest of the quests, it is not by any stretch of the imagination easy. So I think it's going to be something that we're going to have to work at. And given what I know about this game, given the history of this game, it's entirely possible that there is some lateral thought that I'm not arriving at. There's some way of not having to brute force your way into this. But I think that being more able to orient myself in the palace is going to help a lot. And I also think that maybe going into it with a little bit more of a plan, like if we go to the Caribbean and get the Orb of Time, then we could possibly carry an Orb of Ether all the way to the Prince. It's really unlikely, though. We would have to find some really lucky drops that I don't think would have a very high likelihood, but it's something that we can try. So that is what I am going to be thinking about in the future. If there is some way of getting the Prince out that is not obvious, that I'm not thinking of, and there may be an obvious way, and I don't know. If you know it, I would love to hear about it, but until then, I guess I will continue trying to work my way through it. So I hope that you will join me in the future. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.